Now that's what you call good football.
Brooklyn, cause he shot rock, Southside, C12, 911, grrr to the reality, we still outside. Mine on the riches, hard in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the underground, we thrive in it. Ghana boys stocks on the rise, Charlie, this flex know they ready. See, we're not the ride nobody with, we're the ones who started with it. Translation, Yani had to buy, Yani had Yana hits. This goes so hard, even the ops go with it.
We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at Lumen Field here in the Soto district of Seattle. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Los Angeles Rams and the Seattle Seahawks. Just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather. And off we go from Seattle. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. On first down, they'll start out with Akers. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Calling no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losings.
Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
Part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this, and now it's a prime opportunity, just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
On running plays, linemen, of course, have their assignments. That's expected. But it's not often you're expecting to see a cornerback blitzing and run support and tackling the runner for a loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. He'll look to throw. His throw incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got the turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Ken Walker with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. And the Seahawks take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point splits the opponents, and that makes the score 7-0. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. He will he'll return this from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I notice his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
A big play there on the catch and run. 63 yards. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. He'll go with Akers here up the middle. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Second and 9 now. Touchdown, Rams. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Rams are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. The extra point up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball to make a big play. Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He hits his target, Lockett. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Another big play as they get 28 out of that one.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. It makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Seahawks had 10-6 now on the year. Charles, they were losers last time. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on third down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. On the counter, it's Walker. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain. A
quick pass out to Juju. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. They'll try for the first with Walker. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
And his kick is indeed good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to win that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks will tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Now a throw here, hold in. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down. They'll drop to throw. They'll check this down to Akers out of the backfield. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. These two teams, they met up in Seattle earlier in the year with the Seahawks coming away victorious. So a win here in Seattle, tough as that may be, would give them the season sweep. Here's 2nd and 8. Steps away to his left. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. Give him 30 yards there.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks are going to get it back here just past the 35.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Touchdown, Seahawks. Extra point attempt to follow here. It's good to make it 17-7. Unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There's a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. On play action, they'll throw. Rolling to his right. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Trey Brown. And the Seahawks are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season. And add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long, had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they got to find a way to get it back together.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And, oh, that one going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. He'll drop to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. So on 4th down, Pete Carroll's going to call out his field goal unit. He made his first attempt, this from 45. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. They already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
And the Seahawks add a couple of extra DBs going with the dime look here.
Indeed, 6 on the field. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to even 20. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked up by Trey Brown.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
I mean, at this point, CD, what is not going their way in this first half? After that pick 6, they now have a 4-possession lead here.
And that allows them to say to themselves, get everybody involved, okay? Because this one's a runaway. And it's looking like it's going to be even more of a runaway. Everybody gets a chance to play and get a little bit of love. The more guys that end up watching the highlight reels from this one, the better.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Going down the middle, and it's complete. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Buying time to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That's a really good job in execution. They avoided the flag downfield and avoided giving up yardage for free. Really good coverage.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
That's out to the flat for Akers.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another 1st down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. They'll look to throw again.
He'll dump this off to Akers. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to draw that one free.
They'll throw now on the final play. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway.
Taken at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now a play fake here on first down.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead, it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
From the gun, it's Walker.
And he'll power his way up near the 25.
49 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Back to throw here.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he's got some space here. Well, pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Caught, Kelsey, left side. Touchdown! Travis Kelsey, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. It's a run with Akers. And he'll find his way in for 2. And we're back to a 2-score game. The lead's cut to 16. The Rams kickoff team on the field. And here we go with the ball in the air. Fielded just outside the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Pass is caught. It's Metcalf going across the field here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Walker with it. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 33 yards that time.
I'm seeing a lot of guys shaking their heads on defense right now, particularly in the secondary. And when you see that going on, that is never a good sign. But it's understandable. They've been shredded so far.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor. They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Back to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Walker. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Completes it to Fant on the right side. And the Seahawks are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Walker is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances.
And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Kenneth Walker with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point right down the middle, and that pushes the lead up to 23. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, they approach this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. The incompletions on their first 2 throws hasn't been enough. They're trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get the momentum going again.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here comes the Rams punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Here's Jackson to return. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. Running right, here's Walker.
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 45-yard line. 69 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage. But every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. But he's a bigger, stronger guy. Maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. He hits his target, Lockett. Touchdown, Seahawks. Tyler Lockett, 30 yards. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from going up by 30. Point after, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
A gain there of 21 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Akers. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. One quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. On play action, they'll throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. This will cost him 11 yards there on the 2nd and goal save. So 2 sacks for the rookie, definitely making an impact here in year 1.
And in a ton of different ways because rushing the passer, that was supposed to be a skill that he was developing. Looks to me like he's figured it out already.
And it's caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Andy Isabella from 21 yards away. And the Rams get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. The point after is good, and that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can. Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Leonard Floyd. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
They go play action here on 1st down. And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable 4th quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery. Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Up the middle, here's Walker. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
They'll look to throw here. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. They'll look to throw now on first down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
This offense on third down today, they're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Rams are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
That's into the hands of Akers, complete.
And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. They're going to look to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Wilson. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Got an open man finding Jefferson.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. He'll look to throw.
And this one too low.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Seahawks have picked it up. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. And some room to work. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Straight ahead, Walker.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. That one looks like he'll throw here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And
And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying it again another day.
Room here to run. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
They'll find a man over the middle, Tutu Atwell. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Now a play fake here on first down. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Van Jefferson, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Again, it's Walker. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the...
It's another one. We got another one. It's her. Who that? Big baby slide through in that drop top. Something about being looking cute. That's honest. Her and her friends, big blinks and snatch waist. Yeah, she bought the... Ain't no way somebody daddy ain't gon' get rid of spins with her ends. Cause yeah, she did it. She did it again. A few more tracks and this time she bought friends. Big baby on her way up and showed the stairs to a man's. Now salute the general. TGLX got plans. Yeah. Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro.
They don't know what they in for. If it coming like this on the intro, what they here for. If they want the heat, you know who to send for your info. Buy my money like Venmo. This music don't work out. And all to get it from my inflow. How you feel though? Cause hey, they can't rock with us. Galaxy ain't no stopping us. They ain't try to steal my style. I'm feeling like I just shopping. Can't trust him cause he not my. Cause we worried about getting figures. All my ain't father figures. Just know my quick to pop it.